sending us the logo, we are going to start the show. How about that, guys? Sounds good?
Yeah. Let's do it.
Hey guys. Hey. Welcome, welcome, everybody. Welcome to Pandagasms, y'all. Woo! Woo! And
Thank you. Get on it. That's right.
Took you long enough.
I mean, honestly.
Damn. I am your lovely hostess, Panda.
Hey.
And we have my lovely co-host, Big Cat.
He's going to hate. I already know he's going to hate.
He's going to hate and I give you a round of applause. He's going to hate and I give you a round of applause.
Okay.
And we hater.
Such a hater. You're such a hater.
Have my lovely co-host, Neddie Boo. What's up, y'all? What's up, Neddie?
What's up?
And we have our lovely
whack ass
AV guy, Holly.
Whack ass. Wow, you forced it. You forced it. Whack.
And now to introduce our virgin, Mr. Rambunctious.
Mr.
Rambo.
Rambo.
What's it do, ladies? How y'all feeling?
We are feeling great. How are you feeling?
Oh, I feel great myself. Shoot,
So-
got out of that rain.
So it's raining in Connecticut too?
It is.
Okay,
Boy,
so
socks got wet out here, man. I ain't like that.
But what? Your socks got wet?
Yeah, man. Puddles everywhere out here. Got nothing but hills.
He said
What do you got on your feet?
Some Air Nikes.
Yeah, no, those are not.
that's why your
not-
feet got
That's
wet.
not rain appropriate, sir.
Not at all. Not at all.
Definitely not. Definitely not.
Not
Was
rain
not
appropriate
made for it.
whatsoever.
But you're not
But
out
you know,
there by yourself.
I like to match. I like to match my shoes to my top. You know what I'm saying? So
We're adults. Put on shoes that match the weather.
I admit.
Neddie Boo said we're adults. Don't be out here trying to be cute and wet feet.
But you're not by yourself because I didn't realize till today I don't have rain boots.
Wow. Do better.
Yeah.
Ooh,
better.
so some
I do.
accountability. At least you honest about it.
Yeah, I do need to do better.
better.
And I only
So
don't
see?
have rain boots because
Put
I
that on your
probably
Christmas
recently
list?
threw all my rain boots away.
That makes
So-
sense.
I don't want to hear the excuses.
Yeah.
Rambo need rain boots.
Rambo need rain boots and Eddie
Rambo?
need rain boots.
Panda needs rain boots too.
Wow, you too?
You got rain boots?
Yes.
I
Why
don't.
don't people got rain boots? Y'all act like
So honestly, I always felt like rain boots was just for kids. And then when I became an adult and saw adults wearing them, I was like, oh, I want rain boots too. But I want like the rubber ducky ones.
Yo, Kanye
I don't want the adult ones at all.
Oh, well, yeah, Kanye wearing them
ruined
for
rain
like
boots. I can't even do
3
that anymore.
months.
I'm sorry.
Are those rain boots though? I feel
guys.
like those are construction like I work
in the mud,
in the sewer.
Yeah.
boots.
Right.
Swaps.
So this is way off topic, but because you guys said Kanye,
We said his brain boots.
Right.
I'm done.
We want to talk about him.
what do you guys think about Trump running again?
And then he asked him to be, Kanye asked him to be his vice president.
What?
He went
that
to
what
the
really
White
happened?
House and asked him to be his vice president.
Yo, you guys, he got a whole like squad of people that follow him and would re-vote him back into office.
Listen, he's probably going to get back in. That's my thought.
Y'all better start to learn how to farm.
Tired because that's going to be 4 more years of bullshit.
We're gonna like suffer.
It's weird because we never even heard the rest of that whole thing about him getting impeached. Like whatever happened to
And
the trial.
the riot stuff and all that. So none of that equated to nothing.
Away.
You got impeached.
Exactly.
And we're going to vote him back in. So once you're impeached, you can be voted back in? That's
man.
ridiculous.
About giving
that-
our enemies the freaking information on our White House and everything else.
Yeah, so we're not gonna discuss that today because that's not one of the topics. So let's
Yeah, we'll have super woke.
Yeah,
The
let's
next
stay
time
to the
he'll get
topics
into
at
that
hand.
and give us some
Can we
schooling.
talk about one more
Political.
topic thing?
One more non-topic thing, sure.
What's up?
This ring.
This ring?
I love it.
Thank you. So, do y'all want
Yes,
the
that's
story?
very pretty.
Do you want the transparent story or the quick story?
Quick, we got topics.
Okay, quick story. I got this at Faith Naturals on Blue Hill.
Oh.
I love her.
Okay, now I want the whole story.
The whole story. I went to go get a yoni steam,
Nice.
And I was treating myself to get some more jewelry because I've lost a lot of my rings that have my stones in them. So I was like, oh, I want a new ring with a stone in it. So after my yoni steam, I treated myself and I got a new ring.
I like it.
Thank you.
That's what's up. Gotta treat yourself right.
Absolutely.
That's right.
Absolutely.
What stone is it?
Good question. I don't know. It called me. It said, buy me,
quartz?
Panda, buy me. So I was like, okay.
It looks like
Is
quartz.
it a clear quartz?
It might be a quartz because I've been getting nothing but a lot of love.
Yeah.
Lately.
Clear quartz, though.
That's
so
what it looks like.
clarity.
Yep.
Clear love. Clear. Very clear.
She said
I can
what she
see
said.
you. Veronica sees with the
So what she said.
She went to the doctor. But yeah. So let's stay on topic.
Because you
Tell
go
us,
there.
tell us about yourself, Rambo. So can I tell you guys how I know Rambo?
Wow.
Tell us about yourself,
Wow.
Rambo. So can I tell you how I know Rambo?
Wait, real quick.
Tell us about yourself, Rambo. But can I tell you how I know
wait.
Rambo?
Wow. All right, I'm
Tell
gonna
us
be
about
quiet.
yourself,
I'm gonna
Rambo.
be quiet.
But can I tell you?
Go ahead, Rambo. You go first. Tell us about you, Rambo.
Ladies first?
No.
Ladies first.
You go ahead first. Seriously, go
Here's
ahead.
a shorter version of what I gotta say.
No, because
No.
mine is gonna be so much more fun. Go.
All right. So I'm from Connecticut.
Hey, shout out to Connecticut. What part of Connecticut?
Nah, word. Waterbury, dirty water. You know what I'm saying? It's real rugged out here right now.
Oh.
7 shootings yesterday. Crazy.
Ooh,
Seven?
And my sister's car got stolen.
What?
Can you imagine that? I swear it's like apocalyptic out here.
You're
Connecticut?
So wait,
Sound
7
like a
people
BET
in Waterbury, Connecticut at that. So seven people,
different shootings.
7 shootings and your sister's car got stolen?
And my sister's car got stolen.
All in the same day?
All in the same night.
Wow, that's insane. And we thought
Yeah.
Boston was bad. But go ahead, keep going.
That's not happening.
All right, go ahead. Tell us a little bit more about yourself,
for
sir.
Bad cities, but
So I'm a happy dad, you know.
Yeah.
How many children?
I got 7 kids.
Nice. You're busy.
I'm sorry. How many?
sorry.
He
I
said
have 7.
he said 7.
Several or
7.
7?
7. Oh yeah, I
After-
got the starting 5 and 2 subs. Or the mother.
He said 7 children. Nice.
5, 6, 7.
7.
What is your
After
age
6
range?
before 8? What are their age ranges?
No, what is your age?
Oh,
range?
you're 8. How old are you?
So I'm 34.
34. Okay.
Damn, when'd you get started?
But I ain't had my first kid until
Nettie Boo wants to know, when did you
You
start?
got twins? 2 set of twins? Like, what's going on?
I do have a set of twins. My last set was twins.
Okay, I knew
Okay.
something was happening
Alright.
here. Like, don't try
right.
to play me.
So
Like,
the funny thing, so it's the funny thing, right? I have a 14-year-old. I didn't make him, but I raised him since he was like 1 year old, right?
Okay, that's
Okay.
your baby.
And then I went into a relationship with my daughter already being here.
Okay.
So my daughter's 13. I made a daughter in that relationship. She's 11. Made a son after that, 9. I got a 6-year-old turning 7-year-old in February. And then I skipped 5. They ended up with 2 3-year-olds. Ain't that crazy? Every 2 years.
You need a vasectomy.
Nah.
Nah.
What are you trying to be?
fair.
Father Abraham?
listen, he's going after Nick Cannon, okay? He's going after Nick Cannon,
you trying
all
to
right?
be like Nick Cannon?
Nah, Nick.
But it's okay. No judgment here. Continue. Tell us some more about yourself.
I did. I heard it.
Candy trying to be like
I heard it. I heard it.
We're not gonna touch that today because that's not. No, go ahead.
So I ended up having 5 with one relationship, and the other 2 was just singles. So it is what it is. But I'm a musician. I play a lot of instruments. Drums being one of my favorite to play.
Do you play a lot of horn? When I say I'm fed up with horn.
I don't blow shit, baby. I don't blow shit.
Tell her, okay, Rambo?
You know
Tell
what?
her,
I'm not gonna
okay?
ask.
Well,
I have so
Yeah.
many questions.
Set that
Nettie
straight.
Boo
That's
said,
right.
Nettie Boo has a lot of questions,
I'm
so
holding it in.
you
Finish
got to
your
make this
story.
a quick bio.
all right. So I've been a Rough Rider since I was like for the last 3 years now.
What's a Rough Rider?
Soldier. Rough Riders
Not
is
condoms,
it's a
no.
lifestyle. Like, they do a
Nettie Boo said not condoms,
Now what?
yo. She said not condoms when you said Rough Riders.
Oh shit! Nah, hell no, not them. You said too small anyway.
Oh, continue. Go ahead about yourself. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So that's pretty much it. I do massages, and you want to tell them how you met me?
And that is how we met. So when we went to the bike weekend in Baltimore, so he's one of the bikers that was on our floor. And he had a little sign up outside his door with his appointments for people to get massages. And I was like, oh, shoot, that's what's up. So I was like, all right, you came on Bike Week and got you some money on the side. I ain't mad at you because if I had a skill, if I could watch everybody's kid during Bike Week, I would be the nanny for Bike Week. Like if I could bring that skill, I'd do it because people probably had a struggle to find a babysitter sometimes. You know what I mean? Why not? I don't really, it is what it is. I go to dance and play with people's kids. I would probably have more fun with the kids anyway.
You sure would.
I would dance with the kids.
All day long.
I would still get my fulfillment. You know what I mean? So there's that. But anyway.
Can I gun full of liquor.
Neddie Boo. Wait, what? Huh?
I stopped doing the hallway with a squirt gun full of liquor.
The super soaker of liquor that broke when it was my turn to get the shot of alcohol with the super soaker.
You weren't supposed to have it.
So I wasn't supposed to have it.
You my child. You know you are preacher's child.
So I told him when it worked that yes, I am a PK. My mom's a preacher.
My dad is too.
There we go. See, look at that. We got 3 PKs right
was
here.
A BET movie.
Hey yo, BET special. Shut up.
So
I'll tell you something funny. My grandmother asked to use my graduation gown so she could preach at my
I'm done.
You know what? I want to meet your grandmother. I want to meet your grandmother. So because he's an entrepreneur, we exchanged information and I saved him in my phone as masseuse. So now that was one of the topics, is that something that everybody does when you meet somebody, you save them?
I ask.
Oh, sorry, Neddie Boo had questions.
Listen,
go ahead.
Listen.
That is the topic.
Sitting there
but
so calm.
Neddie Boo has questions. She's holding them. Go ahead.
It's the host.
So you said you're a drummer.
Yes.
Have you ever been in a line? Like, do you play instruments in a line?
I did. I played. I didn't play for a school, but I played for a militant drum corps.
Ooh, that's super dope.
So our AV guy Hobby would like for you to explain that.
Have competition. So we used to do competitions. It was a drill team called the Berkeley Knights. Shout outs to the Berkeley Knights. I've been in. I was with them for 20 years actually.
Nice.
We would do parades. We do competitions all over the U.S. wherever we could get in. And we just have a good time playing in the streets, playing at practices, doing shows, try to get during football games, basketball games, we do local performances, whichever we can get. That's dope.
Nice.
It was dope.
That's what's up.
Are you in a band at all?
Right now, no.
Okay. And then, so my last question is, you're a masseuse. Do you have a gender preference? Well, not preference, but do you discriminate against a certain gender?
I don't. As long as don't nobody try no funny business, I'm good.
That's super dope. So at Biker Weekend, if a man
did men sign up?
No.
Okay. However,
no self-respecting man was gonna sign up for a massage.
Harvey, you getting a massage?
So wait though,
if I was like at a resort.
Yes, right. I think it's the occasion.
But a bunch of bikers?
Right.
Are you serious?
So I feel, because when I went on his website, and it does have a man. He is massaging a man on his page. So I was like, okay, so men do sign up. It's not just women. Like I did my research. I did look you up. I didn't just take your word that you give massages. I was like,
she said, I want to make sure this strange man
I need to make sure that, I'm going to have him on my show. I'm going to promote him because I love entrepreneurs. It's a very hard thing to work for yourself. Trust me. I know the struggle. So I'm always looking to have somebody out here to get their business out there. If you do massages, you're in Waterbury, Connecticut. You played the drums, so you might be able to teach the drums. Sounds like you could do a lot for the community. You know what I'm saying? You could give back.
Do you do massages in Waterbury?
Do you do the massages in Waterbury? You travel?
My office is out here, and I travel. Yes.
Is your office anywhere near the 7 Shots?
No.
I'm just saying, you can't introduce Waterbury as the jungle and then invite people to come get massages.
Yo, she has a very valid point.
Well, his car was stolen, so it's in that neighborhood.
His sister's car.
Where your sister live? With you?
No.
Oh. We had to make sure.
Listen, her car was stolen from the gas station. Like, it was crazy.
Is the gas station in Waterbury?
It was stolen from a gas station in Waterbury. Actually, like 4 cars got stolen yesterday.
What? So wait.
Yeah.
You know what? Never mind. We're not detectives. We are not.
Even if I lock the car, they still gonna take it.
Y'all from the
Yeah.
street.
So this
is robbing
Our AV guy Harvey said this is robbing season because it's the holiday, so people are doing what they have to do to make money.
Oh yeah, definitely. They're trying to get that Honda money.
We understand, but we don't.
I don't like it. It's not nice.
We don't like it. It's not nice.
It's not nice.
That hurts people's feelings.
Out here, when you come out here, it's a safe place. You know what I mean? I keep.
Wait.
What you massage everybody back?
It up with that?
Do
Did
you
he
massage
really
everyone's
follow it up
anxiety
with
out?
that?
Is that what you do? You massage
He thinks
everyone's
because
anxiety?
and then you forget, and then you go outside, and then you remember because your car's gone.
Right.
Fuck.
Nah,
Okay.
as long as just lock your doors. That's it. Just lock your doors.
Just lock your door when you go get gas, y'all. Lock your doors.
Yeah, bro. If you got to push the start, then you know what I mean. You ain't gonna get but far.
All right. So
That's
back to
That's
the
not true,
topic.
because really quick story. Canopy Lake is like, what, 3 hours away?
Is it?
Like 2-3 hours away? I don't know.
I'd say 2.
I say 2.
We were getting in the car at Canopy Lake, put the key on top of the car. I heard it drop. I didn't realize what it was. We didn't know until we got home. Not even home. We went to Walgreens down the street from our house and couldn't get back in the car. The car let us get 3 hours away from where the key was.
Oh my God.
For real.
And I immediately, when we
But
went to try
it
to
did start
the car,
with it. It did start with it though for a
Right.
while. It was on the roof for a while, so maybe that's why.
I don't know. I mean,
How
it
long was it
started
on the
with-
roof?
When we pulled off, I heard it, but I thought it was a rock or something. I immediately, when we couldn't start the car, immediately
Knew
that
that's what it was.
Was like, that was
The key.
fucking key.
That was that quiet voice telling you go back and see what that was, and you didn't listen.
After you've been at Canopy Lake with kids.
Right. You just trying to get home.
Listen,
Yeah.
But
All right, y'all. Let's bring it back now. So,
I want to know how you got another key. But go ahead.
Mr. Masseuse is in my phone as Masseuse, right?
400.
When you guys meet somebody new, do you guys do that too? Because I was talking
Yes.
about it with my homegirl.
I saved them under who
my
they are,
homegirl
where I
in
found them.
Trinidad today, and we were talking about a friend of hers, and she said his real name, and I was like, who? And then she said like the name she used when she first introduced him to me, and I was like, okay, I know
Like
you're talking about now.
earlier, when I asked you, I was like, I told you
Yeah,
said one's
that.
name, and I was like, no, that person.
And
And
I
you
was
was
like,
like, that's the same person. I was
right.
like, oh, but why are you using his name?
Right. Like people have to
Why
earn
you think-
their
You know, I
name
only
to
know the
get
nickname.
used.
Don't use no real name
Is
on
that,
me.
do men do that?
Yes, we do.
See, so what am I saved as? And don't lie.
Say it. You gotta say it.
Don't answer.
You gotta say it. Tell the truth, sir.
I want to know.
Don't lie. Don't lie.
What am I saved as?
Tell the truth.
Panda.
Panda?
He
Amen.
lying. Because he would have did all that laughing if it was just Panda.
I was scared for a second there.
Nah, it's just Panda.
All right, word. So now that I know that men
don't
do it
believe
too,
that.
Javi, pre-marriage days.
This is pre-marriage.
Pre-marriage days. Did you used to save people like under different names, and how long did it take before they earn their real name?
Nah, I didn't do that.
So with your homeboys, you wasn't like, yo, you remember that wild chick with the crazy socks? And then y'all named her Crazy Socks because she had crazy socks.
So my boys have a thing about me. They always got mad at me because I kept shit. Like I never told them who I was messing with ever. Like they had to find
So
out.
wait, their friends
Today. Oh,
did
Like,
their
I was-
friends
I never
ever?
really-
What about your friends though? They never did it with you?
No, they were tired, but it wasn't. Like, no.
Rambo, can you hear him?
Oh, can you hear me?
Because he's not talking into the mic.
Sorry, because I got to stand. Can't put a. No, I haven't done that. I don't do that. I never did that.
You know?
Yeah, all right. You got somebody in your phone that's GTD, my guy.
What's that?
Nah, I ain't the one,
What's
bro.
GTD?
No, you know what?
get the draw.
Some of my
draws?
people. It depends on what you're doing. It depends on what
Get
you're
the
doing.
draws?
Like Tommy from Martin.
He's right. It's more. You know what it is for men? It's a sneaky link type of thing. I don't got no sneaky links. So like when I was single, there was no reason for me to do it. You know what I mean? Like I never used to sneak around, but nowadays I got some people that do that because they trying to. You know, why would you name somebody different if you ain't trying to be?
No, his name is there.
Yeah.
But I know
women
3
do
people
cute
with the
shit
same
like that.
name.
Like I don't think men.
No,
do.
it's not cute. My
I put
memory
them
is
under
poor.
their name and where I found them.
But why?
So,
but that's my thing. I
see?
would forget their names. That's my biggest fear with women is forgetting their names.
So
That's my biggest fear. Like if you're like when I was single and I was dealing with different women, it was remembering their names. It's been situations where I call a girl out her name, like call her a different name. Oh. So that's me. Like I don't know how.
So he kept the name to make sure he kept it correct.
So I have both. I have his name.
Yeah,
Masseuse.
and then yes, see that's what I do too.
Yeah,
that's what I do. I'd be like
because he has the same name of like
Hinge,
4 other people that I know with the
Matthew,
same name.
Tinder, like shit. So I know who's who. You know what I mean?
She said where I found you. She was not lying. I found you on Tinder. I found you on Bumble. I found you on Jesus Save Souls. I found you. That's where I found you. That's how I'm labeling you.
Yeah, where I picked you up is where you left.
Don't y'all communicate?
So I ain't gonna hold you. It take a while for me to store somebody's number unless it's a business deal.
That's me.
Yeah.
I learned somebody's whole number before I even store their name, and then by the time I store their name, I don't forgot their number, and then I forgot their name. So it's like
I don't remember numbers, but if we start with a text message conversation, your number might not ever get saved. Because I got that conversation. Yeah, I got
the conversation.
That's how I know who it is.
And they don't sponsor us, but this is all y'all entrepreneurs here. I use the Pebble app. And so it's my business card. My business card's on my phone. I got a metal business card. You tap somebody's phone, you get the information. So it's only numbers I get really are people that I have a business opportunity with. And if I do put it in, it's like their first name and like where I met them. Like,
why are you just telling me this now?
I swear I probably told you about that.
You did not do that.
He probably did.
He did not. I have a whole notebook of notes of entrepreneur things because I'm horrible.
All right, now you know.
Oh, and knowing this half the battle, G.I. Jane? No, sir. But yeah, I felt like that was quite interesting because I was like, hey, and then I kept seeing the meme on the socials. So I was like, this must be something I need to talk about because
it's something that
it's a sign that I'm not the only person that does these types of mnemonics.
I do. And depending on who you are, I'll change your name according to where our relationship is right now.
Like if you done pissed me off, I put you to the bottom and I put Z in front of your name so you go to the bottom of my contact list.
See me, I put it under no and do not answer.
I put a Z in front of your name.
And annoying, and that's very smart.
And the more upset you make me, you get more Z's in front of your name, and then one Z gets taken away as you do better.
But dudes are always trying to get your number. Dudes are always trying to exchange information. My bad. Go ahead. Go ahead, Rambo. Go ahead.
So I wanted to ask the ladies a question. How soon is too soon to ask for a picture for your contact?
Ooh.
I feel like most dudes don't ask. They just go ahead and take it from your IG, your Facebook, or wherever they done scoped you out from, to be honest.
Oh, that's cheap. Yeah, that's cheap.
So
that don't mean the same.
But that's usually what they do, though.
But you got to consider
nowadays
the fact that he's asking, he's not that dude.
Yeah.
And that is,
soon?
I feel like getting that question would intrigue me.
Yeah, you quiet. So the question would intrigue me, yes. But in the back of my mind, I would feel like it's game he's running.
If he said to you, so.
Yes. I'm automatically.
So if he said that same line to you,
yes,
you would automatically.
I'm already like game.
Why?
Because it's an anomaly. Because he's not the norm. My head is like doop. He knows the game. He either has a lot of women friends or was raised by women. He knows how to get to me. That's game. Listen, let me tell you. Veronica went to the eye doctor.
Just had the same name in the phone.
What happened?
Or you might just have too many of the same name in the phone.
This is true. This is true. Right. You don't got a lot of pandas, first of all, and there's not a lot of black Amandas out there, secondly. So that's fine, whatever you have to do to remember me, because I'm not going to be forgotten.
Amanda
Whether you like the impression or you don't like the impression, you're not going to forget me. So there's that, all right? I'm going to leave an impression on you regardless. So whatever name you leave me under really doesn't matter to me because you're still here. Okay? Uh-huh.
Exactly. Get her.
What he said?
Go ahead.
I didn't hear what he said.
No, you
and now I forgot what we were talking about.
That's what you get.
That's what I get.
Know what the angle? What you think the angle would be?
The angle would be. What is the code? Get the draws, GTD. Get the draws. So that's the purpose of it. He got the game to GTD. Like in my head, right? Because he's a masseuse, I could never take him seriously. Because
Wait, foul.
I gotta hear this.
It is unfair. It is unfair. And I'm going to be honest. It is completely unfair. I'm not mature enough to take a masseuse seriously because I know when I go get massages, I gave you a very detailed description of a massage that I had. Remember when we went to camp? And I told you how that massage, like, so I know if I feel that way during massages, other people are going to feel that same way. And I'm not mature enough to take you for real. Masseuse know certain parts of your body that they touch that just do things to you, right? Right, you're laughing. Exactly. So you know what I'm talking about.
That face.
Right. So you just had a flashback and you shivered. So did I, and you didn't even see that. So knowing that, one, he's a massage therapist. Two, he just came at me with a G-ass line, right? 2 checks. Bruh, you got game. I'm just waiting for the third drop.
I think that.
So there's a difference.
What'd you say?
Or maybe he just wanted a picture, but go ahead.
It could be that. It could be that. But I'm an overthinker.
But that's a valid point.
Hold on.
You can't be a masseuse without personality.
You do have to have a certain personality. And so again, I'm not mature enough.
Go ahead, sir.
That's like dating a stripper.
Nah, it's actually not.
To me,
So-
it is.
Depends on the masseuse.
Stop it. Can he talk? Can he talk?
He can talk. Talk.
So when I massage, I do have a uniform. So a uniform is an insignia of a profession. I am always professional, regardless of what anybody feels. And nobody just gonna be using me for my body. I'm here for your body, not my body. And the difference between touching you in massage, touching you in the bedroom, for massage, you paying me. In the bedroom, I'm paying you all the attention. It's a difference.
More game.
See, I'm really, no, it's not.
You are
game.
massaging your way.
She said number
into
3.
my brain.
She said
You
number
see
3.
what you are doing to me? Do you
It's
see
called
what you?
attentiveness. It's called attentiveness. The difference between, like, I touch with
I need some water.
Keywords, bro. Massage. If I'm dealing with somebody and I'm into them and I'm touching them in the bedroom intimately, I'm being attentive, not intentive. You get what I'm saying? It's a difference.
But to give me attention, you have to be intentionally giving me attention. So it kind of goes hand in hand.
Nah. You still
I
paying
have a
me.
question, Rambo. Are you in a relationship
Absolutely.
right now? Of any sorts? Are you in a relationship right now?
No,
Is that by choice?
it is. To a
What?
degree.
Explain.
Okay, so I've been toyed with a lot.
You what?
For
You
what
toy a
I've
lot?
been toyed with. Yeah,
Oh.
I've been toyed with.
I thought you said you like toyed a lot. Sorry, boo. Okay,
I
sorry.
got toys too, but yeah, no.
Listen. Keep asking to
Why
get in the hot
why
seat.
they call me Rambo?
We gonna turn the
Rambo?
fucking oven on.
You never know what you're going to
I cannot with you two. You two.
Focus.
They are off the hook today. I love it.
You too. What you mean they?
Sorry.
Got the right one.
Baby. Uh-huh.
Apparently.
You know it. So yeah, after my longest running relationship with the 5 children and everything else, I needed a mental break because I've been through some things. But a lot of people that I'm running into that's trying to get time from me is either married or they got a dude and just trying to have something on the side. They can't really take nobody serious, and don't nobody really want what I like or want what I want these days. You know what I'm saying? I'm looking for a marriage eventually, but if I run into somebody that actually is single, she just came out of a marriage or she came out of a long stint where she got hurt, and that's basically the story of my life. Always hearing about how I'm too good or I'm too good to be true, or I must be
Just like
pulling some
Amanda
type of
did.
facade. Yeah,
Listen.
like,
At least I can admit it.
nah, but it's true.
You running game
I'm a
because
real
you want
gentleman.
a
Like,
contact
if
picture.
you,
Go ahead
I
on
ain't
the
gonna hold you. I was
Instagram,
gonna be cooking
Rambo.
right now. Like,
What you was gonna make?
could.
Was you gonna make some macaroni and cheese?
I could.
That's my favorite. You should.
I know.
What is
got you.
happening?
I I got you. I was gonna make
Didn't we talk about this the last show?
Talking
Didn't
about
we talk
shooting
about
get
this
shot.
the last show?
Yeah, men
with
like
macaroni
that.
and cheese and
men
what else?
like when women shoot they shot. Keep going.
I'm not shooting a shot.
I'm paying
I'm
attention.
not shooting. It
I'm
missed.
just paying attention.
No, it did. It right there in the end zone.
He
more
making
like a
that
layup.
macaroni. He said it.
That
Can I ask a question?
was more like a
Can you
layup.
grab the mic so you
Right.
can
Can
ask
I-
your question?
Can I ask a question?
Go ahead.
Yo, this is my issue. This is my problem, bro. I meet a lot of people. Like you will stand. I don't know you. You probably gonna have some because you might have some opinions about stuff that I'm like, damn, I don't fuck with. But as a man, dog, you sound like a stand-up dude, right? And the fact that you're single is pisses. It makes me aggravated. Just like when I see smart single women with a lot going on being single. Like I don't understand why can't we just connect. Listening to his story kind of makes sense because before I was married, I messed with a lot of people that were in relationships, right? And that kind of made me feel, but I was young. I'm lucky that I was young. If I grew up with that, seeing all these relationships fall apart around me, it'll be really hard to trust somebody. So I'm glad you got a dude like this with this experience because we hear about women that deal with that, but y'all don't, it's hard out there for dudes, bro. I'm telling you, especially good dudes.
Definitely.
Seriously.
Definitely.
I agree.
Rambo,
It's
you
hard
a
to-
Because if you don't carry, if you ain't sagging your pants or you ain't acting like you ain't hard or whatever, and they think you soft. Like, if you want a guy that carry guns, don't get me wrong, they do call me Rambo for a reason.
Oh my god.
I don't
Put
think
it
we could do
away.
that.
We can't.
Rambo.
Are you
Are
kidding
you
me?
a Scorpio?
I can be.
What?
I'm a Libra though.
I
My
can
birthday.
be.
He said I
my
can
dad-
be.
Yeah, my birthday is October 21st,
Oh, so you're a cusp.
so I'm right on the cusp.
Told you he's an anomaly.
He really is.
Yo,
Yeah, I'm
it
a
all
different
makes
guy.
sense now why he is the way he is. So that means you're anybody got any other questions before I go into the next topic? Because this is the gateway right here.
Go ahead, girl.
Are you sensitive?
Am I sensitive? I ain't gonna lie, I like cuddles. I do.
That's not sensitive. That's being real physical.
It is, right?
Yeah. Are you sensitive? Like, could somebody hurt your feelings easily?
No,
Okay.
no.
Yes, they can.
If you got some Scorpio
He
in you,
look like a
bruh,
big
if you
baby.
got some water in you,
Everything,
yes.
Everything is
You
gonna
probably
be
a
what it's
petty
gonna be
Betty.
at the end of the day.
Huh?
Never.
I was talking when you were, so I'm sorry. I missed what you said. Can you repeat that?
It's gonna be what it's gonna be at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying? I don't ask people to stay. I let them leave.
But can you get your so it's not really a great question, but when we say are you sensitive, do you take things to heart? Like when people say things or when people make comments, how do you react to them? Like, do your feelings get hurt? And can you admit that your feelings are hurt?
Nah, I'm gonna express my opinions, but I'm gonna use more facts than opinions because opinion is opinion. You know, it's just what you feel. But I keep my attitude or my feelings in check when it comes to certain things because we're not all gonna agree.
We don't ask you if you agree. We want to know, do your feelings get hurt easily?
But
You
that's
said
what I
no.
just said, right now.
No.
Right now.
So is that how you, is it, I think you lying, but okay.
He ain't a cancer.
You sound like a Scorpio.
He ain't a cancer, so don't
That
try and make
Scorpio
him be
coming right
soft.
on out.
Like I didn't come up always having it my way. So, there's a lot of ways to take that question and make it appealing to
I'm
how I grew up
sensitive.
or whatever.
Shit.
I am
Give
a bag
fuck.
of water.
I'm sensitive.
I am hypersensitive, but through therapy, I
But
have
at the
learned.
same time, I'm an asshole. Yeah, I'm one of those sensitive assholes.
I'm an asshole because
Sensitive
I'm sensitive.
asshole. No, I'm just an asshole to be an asshole sometimes, but then I be in my feelings and it's like, you was just a whole bitch. How you in your feelings right now? And I be like, I know, but I'm in my feelings right now. And then I turn back into a bitch and then I be like, all right, I'm good.
Have you named those people?
You're ridiculous. They're
You
not
should
people.
name them.
No,
They
you
are.
should name those
are
people.
different
Those are
personalities.
people.
Those are the people talking to you for your coping mechanisms. That's how you process the stuff
They
that
don't
you're dealing
talk
with.
to me.
Yes, sir. You ever saw that cartoon with all the emotions? They was happy, angry, and sad.
Oh yeah.
What's that movie called? The Disney movie. My brother took me to see it for my
Trolls?
birthday because he said that was me. It's not Trolls. It's when the girl was always happy and then the little red dude, he was the angry guy.
You're talking.
Whatever the movie is, continue.
Yep, Inside Out.
Inside Out.
Inside Out. Yes. My brother took me to see that movie on my birthday because he said that was me.
That's everybody.
But it's really
But it's
me.
who has control. And I would have to say, I'm not a sensitive person. I'm not very sensitive. And I think that's because, one, I like perspective and I take people's comments, their opinion, as a form of perspective. And I understand that everybody is entitled to it.
So maybe I'm not sensitive if that's the way you define it.
So
Because I love perspective and I
But
love
I
people
guess-
to give me feedback. I love critique. I love all that.
But it's the response.
Right.
That
It's how it's given.
It's how we're determining whether or not you're sensitive, your response to it. So I don't
Okay,
get
so
like angry
me
or
neither.
like
You're
sad or
harsh.
anything. The
My response
How-
isn't harsh though.
Yes, it is.
When someone gives critique?
No. When you give critique,
Oh. No, but
But
am
it's
I sensitive? No.
you are sensitive.
you are sensitive.
When someone gives me critique, I don't feel no type of way. I like different
But it's not
point of
just
views.
critique. It's
Right.
just it could be anything.
You're a sensitive person.
It's opinion.
You're emotional.
Yeah.
Sensitive.
I'm emotional. I don't know that I'm sensitive.
I'm both.
You're emotional.
Well, we're
sensitive and
we're
emotional.
using
Definitely a big
sensitive to
difference.
define
Because
your
I'm-
response.
Yeah, sensitive is the way the way you respond to how people say things to you. So I do take everything to heart. And I get
don't.
to where Neddie Boo gets after all the people in my head, after we all sit down and have a meeting together, we come out with this response now. Prior to therapy, maybe like 4 years ago, I probably wouldn't talk to that person anymore because I would have taken whatever they said to heart.
But the thing is, all of us probably do that because we all come from similar.
And it depends on what it
It's
was.
a flight or fight.
Right.
It's a fight or flight response, especially if you're a young man growing up in the inner city, walking to school. Even if I'm nowhere near a gangster, but I had to deal with life and death from a young age, and all this shit makes you sensitive. I noticed that when I was younger, like a lot of shit that I could have accomplished, I didn't accomplish because I was sensitive. I couldn't take critique. Like I knew the answer, right? And a lot of my brothers, a lot of people like me, have that, and they never grow out of it. When I decided, not because of my own merit, because of shit fucking up in my life that I had to deal with and I had to learn from, I'm like, all right, I need to not be so sensitive, like to the point where like I was the type of dude to like rip a door off the handles or some shit. Nah, I don't give a fuck. It
Oh, so your emotional was acting out.
was everything. It was just like it wasn't cool. It wasn't good. It was hard.
Yeah.
You've seen that. You've seen that part of me before. Like
I don't believe it.
I felt that. I felt
I've
that.
never seen that in my
Yo,
life.
Don't believe it.
Not
It's-
from
it's- yo,
Harvey.
I just can't.
Ever.
I made fun of that. Was
Never
just a
seen
lie.
Harvey
just now.
angry.
I don't-
Never.
Yeah, you should. Not really.
You
Nah.
said you felt that, Rambo.
Yeah, I did because I came up getting bullied a lot.
Why did you get bullied?
I was getting bullied, but you know, I grew up in the projects,
Okay.
but I stood out from everybody. You know, a lot of the kids, they ain't have no father, but they had a lot of mothers. You know, we was a village full of mothers and like maybe a few uncles that had their kids around. So I was fortunate enough to have a stepdad and a father, but I rarely saw my father, but everybody knew my father. So it's a difference. Because they knew who I was, I had credibility. So I was like the guy on campus who always had the attention. And the kids that didn't get no attention from a father or a father figure didn't like that. So they kind of just took advantage of that.
Neddie Boo had a question.
I didn't have well, I was
thought you
going
were
to
gonna
ask
say
if the projects were in Waterbury.
Oh,
Yeah, the projects is in Waterbury.
See, nah, I ain't coming out that way for no misogyny. You gonna have to travel, much travel.
oh my goodness.
Car gonna get broken and stolen.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, I need more sound effects.
So, are we pretty much done discussing
Yeah,
how
sensitive.
sensitive
Yeah,
we
we're
are?
over
Because
it,
I think
you know.
that something that
Oh no, what I was gonna say. This is what I was gonna say in reference to how I respond to things. The most emotion you will get out of me is when I feel like you let me down. So
when you feel
Yeah, see,
disappointed.
that's when I'm really sensitive.
yeah, when I'm disappointed, and
Yes.
I've learned that not everyone has to be placed at the same level on their pedestal, and I do that to protect myself from being disappointed, because disappointment is a
So
feeling
same,
that I don't.
because I get in my feelings, and then I'd be like, but that was your fault because you need to check yourself. And then, like, no, for real, Neddie, yes.
I get frustrated with people who don't accept accountability. But
so do I.
Behavior.
Yeah. Like I'm sitting here telling you that something you're doing is causing me to act X, Y, Z. It causes me to feel X, Y, Z. And I honestly had this conversation with someone today. And even though, you know, sometimes people may not intend to make you feel that way, you still felt that way. And depending on how you want them to still show up in your life, you have to take their feelings into into consideration.
Yes.
Now, do you still want this person to feel that way? And if that is the way you wanted them to feel, then fine, go all out, continue acting this way. But if this is not how you wanted this person to receive you in this light, maybe that behavior needs to be changed. And you can't continue to apologize for them feeling that way if you haven't changed the behavior.
Absolutely.
You got to be able to grow from
Right. You have to. That's the only way we can grow, because us as ourselves, we just think we're doing the right thing because we don't see ourselves. And a lot of times, like even me, for example, sometimes somebody would say something and I have to let them finish and then not answer right away. Take a step back and be like, you know what? Maybe I have done that.
You want to know something that's crazy in relation to that? And this, you know, I typically don't get like too personal, but I do that in my relationship. I tell my husband all the time, like if I'm complaining about something, tell me I'm wrong, right? Because this is how I'm seeing it. But if you're seeing it in a different way, then tell me.
Right. In that moment too.
I don't want to be nagging. I don't want to be angry. Like, I don't want to be complaining. And if I'm looking past something or looking over something, tell me, because it needs to be corrected. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, I do that.
I that's what I try to do anyway. I'm no perfectionist, but I know that I still need to work on how I respond to things. I know I need to work on my patience. I know I got a lot of stuff that I need to work on. So when someone does come to me and be like, hey, when XYZ, I felt nah. Depending on who that person is, in my head, I might be like, well, you were supposed to feel that way. I'm not fixing the behavior. But if I'm like, no, shit, that wasn't supposed to be done that way. I didn't want you to feel that way. Like, my bad. I'm sorry. Let me fix that.
And you're quick to say that.
Yeah. Depending on who the person is to me, like, if I care about you, I'm going to fix it. I'm going to acknowledge it then, and I'm going to do my endeavor best. And then when I see myself, like, probably about to do something, like one of my friends, she hates when I say yerp. She hates it. But it's a thing that I've just started doing recently. So I know now that when I text her, don't yerp. Even though it's like, it's just me just being silly. I'm just be like, yerp. You know, I'm just being silly. She don't like it. And that's okay. Yeah. So with that particular friend, like, I did catch myself. I was like, shit, you don't like my yerp? So I was like, my bad. I didn't mean to yerp you. You know what I mean? So little things, you got to take those notes for people who you care about. It's the little things. It literally is, because I'm so sensitive and I'm so emotional. I love for people to take that into consideration for me as well. I really do try my best to treat people how they want to be treated, not how I want to treat them. You know what I'm saying? So these are things you really have to take into consideration if you care about that person.
Yep.
Everything for me is case by case. If I don't rock with you in that way, I'm not going to care how you feel when I did whatever, because I'm going to dismiss you in a second anyway.
And I know you took it the wrong way anyway, so just bye.
And you took it the wrong way. I don't feel like explaining myself to you. So the whole energy that it's going to take into investing the time, I don't want to. So just feel how you feel, and let's go on with life. And either you're going to stay or you're going to go. Like, some people, that's how I feel about them. But then the people that I care about,
I go?
I'm out. You know what I mean? Like,
is that a country song?
It is a country song. I like country music.
I do too. I like anything. I will
dance to anything.
Well, we know. We know.
Wine.
Just play music for me. And you know what, too? This is definitely going to take us into the next topic if we're done with this one.
Yeah, we are.
This is why I can't stray too far culturally when I date.
Oh, because Jesus. Because as soon as they say anything wrong about soca,
I need my person to know that I'm dancing to everything. One. Yes, I did divorce my husband because he couldn't. We was out fatted, and he said one of my friends was doing too much. And I was like, if she's doing too much, you would never want to see me in my highlight of a fet, because me and her would be together on that pole. So he would never be able to accept me fully, because I was like,
you gotta go.
He got to go, and I did divorce him.
Go.
So there's that. But like, Yeah, I need somebody that understands the culture. And because I've never dated a Black American, yes, I am a glutton for punishment because I date Caribbean men.
You've never dated a Black American?
I've never dated a Black American. So
Only Caribbean? Where were we?
So that is not racist that I've never dated a Black American. I've just never been presented with the opportunity.
Yes, you have. You just chose to ignore it.
I have not, because I'm not really in those environments. I'm typically in Caribbean atmospheres. So
this is true.
Yeah, think about it. Recently this year, I said I'm going to put myself in different places so I can meet different types of people. And I still am not approached by Black American men. Seriously, I am still approached by Caribbean men.
Why is that?
I don't know. I have started to go to places where there are Black American men. I don't even know what you are.
Bahamian.
See, he's not even Black American.
And that's and that's why you all.
But I have never stepped foot in Bahamas.
It doesn't matter. I guess I don't know.
I mean, it could.
I guess it depends on the person.
It's in me though. It's in me naturally.
Right.
You can hear it.
You can't really take the culture out of somebody.
This is true. This is very true. And so I have come to learn now that cultural differences can definitely make or break
a relationship.
Platonic and romantic. Because
I was just about to ask, friendships too.
I think I do think it is for both. You absolutely can make a comment
about the culture. My mother is Cape Verdean, and I did not grow up with Cape Verdean culture and like Cape Verdean culture in my household. She talks about it, how she was raised. My grandmother had the Cape Verdean culture all through the house, but my mother's generation didn't raise their kids with the culture. So I'm not fully versed, I guess, for lack of better terms, on what happens in a Cape Verdean household. So when you make the comment that you can't take the culture out of the person, I don't agree with that because because
your experience is completely different.
Yeah.
Right. So being that you never... So is your mom or dad Bahamian?
My dad's side.
So did he expose you to any part of the culture at all?
No, he didn't. So the thing was, music has always been a part of my upbringing. You know what I mean? I used to do pageants, talent shows, drums, of course. But one thing that I always did was dance to everything. It didn't matter what it was. If it was a fast pace, I danced to it. I used to wear a lot of colors. Didn't know why, but colors just fascinated me. I see life in everything. A lot of the ways that the culture of the Bahamian culture would carry themselves, people mistaken me for Jamaican, but then I just found out recently that it was Bahamian the whole time.
Interesting. So I guess that would also apply to Big Cat. She does not identify as being Trinidadian because...
I mean, I am, but it wasn't in the house.
It wasn't in the house.
He wouldn't speak any patois. He wouldn't do anything. I mean, he cooked, some of the West Indian meals, but that was about it. Like, and people look at me like, what type of Trini are you? And I'm like, half. Half. I don't know what you want me to tell you. Half.
Right. She's like, whatever.
This side? Like, what do you want me to say? I don't...
I've never seen that before. Because those cultures are so strong.
They're so strong, right? And so
my father legit he didn't talk about it. No accent. No, I mean it was an accent, but it wasn't. I feel like it wasn't strong because it didn't rub off.
Maybe because you grew up with it. Oh, because it didn't rub off.
It didn't rub off at all.
Because you grew up in a house, right?
See, but that's where the half and half is.
Right.
Now, if there was a full Trinidadian household, then there's no way I would have been able to escape it. Unless they both decided that they wanted to be American. They came here and all decided they wanted to be American.
I think her dad robbed the bank out there.
Yo, because he can't go back. He can't go back.
Yeah, your dad did something crazy out there where he's like, I'm just going to completely forget that I ever had a past in Trinidad, and I'm not going to let my children know about
That's what he told me.
Their culture.
He cannot set foot back in there. So I've never been. I would have loved to have gone with my dad, but I've never been.
Wow.
I want to know what he did too.
Trinidad, let's do it.
So it's crazy. Go ahead, Rambo.
Panda guys
on the topic of like the household, I respect everybody's household and how they bring them up. But so, you ever encounter somebody who grew up in a tough household And then when they finally had children, they said, you know what? I came up this way, so I'm not going to do it this way.
Yes.
I'm going to treat them
I'm currently doing that.
All right. So how does their household differ from how they came up if those teachings are still a part of their family?
I would like to answer that if everybody's okay with that. All right. So my parents, both my mother and my father, are from Honduras, right?
Okay.
They raised us with tough love. We just had to know our parents loved us, right?
Right.
There was no hugs. There was no I love you. The first time my father told me he loved me, I thought he was dying. He just died in January, and I think he told me this maybe about 10 years ago. All right. So there was that. I still remember the day my father said, I'm proud of you. This was probably like 2 years ago. The first time.
Sad.
When I was 37. Okay.
Terrible.
I promised myself I would never put my children through that. I sweat my kids. Like, they don't even understand. Maybe they do or they don't understand how much I sweat them, but I sweat them all day long. I'd be like, yo, you're so fly. You're so handsome. You're so smart. You're this, you're that. I hug them. I kiss them. I just explained to them like maybe a week or two ago that I just started to hug because of my daughter. She's a twin and she's 14. It wasn't until I had her where she always wanted to hug me. I'm still not a hugger. I don't like being touched. We weren't hugged. I wasn't hugged as a child. Don't touch me. I don't like it. The people that I do hug and I do touch is because we've been friends or whatever for so long, and I know that it's something I need to do.
Gotcha.
I'm not an affectionate person. I am not. It's only because of my children I became affectionate, and I've learned that it's not a bad thing to be affectionate. So yes, there's a lot of affection in my house. A lot of affection. I promised my children that we would travel together. I used to see my mom traveling everywhere, and I'm like, yo, I want to go to these places. Why don't she take me? But I also understand she needed a break. As a single mother raising 3 kids, she needed a break. When I think back to what me and my siblings were like as teenagers, and now that I'm raising teenagers, I get it. However, I still wanted to go. I wanted to know what Canada looked like. Right. I wanted to know what Canada looked like with my parents. I wanted to know what Honduras looked like with my parents. When we went to Honduras, we went with my grandmother. I went to Honduras with my grandmother. I went to Honduras one time with my mom. Do I hold that against her? Absolutely not. Why? Because I get it. I understand that when my mom was raising me, she was the same age that I am now raising mine. And that generation was a completely different generation from what we are having now. We're more aware of things. We have more resources. We have more information. There's really no excuse why we can't do better as parents today than our parents did. Like, that's what we're supposed to do. Our parents should want us to be better than them. And I tell my children all the time, the age that you are right now, you're doing better than me in life, and you're supposed to be doing better than me. Like, that's my goal as a parent. For my children, to whatever age they are, that age that I was of them, they need to be in a better place than I was. So the information that they have at 14 and 20, when I was 14 and 20, I didn't have that information. I didn't have the resources. And if I did, it didn't come from my parents. It came from my friends. I want the information to come from me firsthand. I want to make sure that no matter what my kids are going through, that they can come to me and talk to me. I was afraid to go to my parents. There wasn't that safe space where I could be like, damn, I'm in trouble. Let me go talk to my mom and get her opinion. Are you mad? Are you mad? And my kids probably may still feel like they can't come to me, but they do. Like my 20-year-old, he comes to me all the time like, this is what I'm going through. Help me figure this out, or give me some feedback, something. The 14-year-olds kind of sort of ish do it, but not necessarily. But I know that was one of the goals I said I'm going to have in my house. So yes, my household is a little different. They may not see it right now, but they're going to get it as adults. They're teenagers. They're knuckleheads right now. But I know and it's hard. I'm not trying to tell any parent out there that this phase is easy at all. I'm not trying to tell them at all that having open communication and open discussions that are age appropriate for your children is easy. None of this is easy at all. But it needs to be done because it's gonna come together at some point in time. And then I want these things to go on to their families if they choose to have a family. Like, talk to your children. Take them places, show them the world, let them know that there is more to life than just the 4 corners that they're accustomed to. People need to travel and see the world.
So would you say the way a person shows or displays love to their children is a part of culture?
Yes and no. Yes and no, because I know a lot of Hispanic families that do embrace. I know a lot of Hispanic families that are very affectionate. They do the affirmation thing. They're very close. Whereas I'm Hispanic. I'm of Hispanic descent. We don't do that. Well, my family didn't, and there may be others that do it.
My family, and then my dad, no, and my mom.
And then there are
there but it was because Southerners. She was like you. She wanted to be opposite of her parents. She wanted to make sure we got the hugs. She wanted to make sure we felt the affection.
So not necessarily. I do feel like it's just flip side. It has to take. It's an individual thing. I don't think it's a culture thing. I do feel like individuals, once you get to a certain part in your life, you should just know better. That you experience things and you want more.
You know how you gave your family, your mom and dad slack? I can't give mine that. Why? He was 55 when he had me. You ain't getting no slack, you grown ass man.
But then
and a preacher.
But in these places, we have like I feel kind of sad a little bit listening to these stories because like some of it is very similar, right? Like I was raised by just my mom, right? And she's Honduran. So kind of the same.
Shout out to Honduras.
Yeah.
Can we get the horn? I'm saying, can we get the horn?
He's so whack.
Hey.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
She's a tough woman, yo. Like, but at the same time, like I had like my grandmothers, my grandfather on my mom's side, all my uncles. Like I felt just as Trinidadian as I felt Honduran because literally all my uncles are from Trinidad. Like I went to Trinidad. I have pictures of people that my pictures and houses of people I never met. You know what I'm saying? Just because that's how connected I was to that family, right? My Haitian side, like I will go to my Haitian side, like they kiss each other on the cheek.
Yes,
and that was weird to me because I'm like, so it was kind of like I'll go there. I gotta I got in trouble once for not kissing them on the cheek. I go to my mom's crib. I feel weird if I hug people. You know what I'm saying? So it's like a mix. If some of us really like there's an opportunity in places like this. Like you should deal with people from different cultures.
You should just to learn.
It gives you so much. Yo.
But I don't think it's a culture thing. I think it's a people thing because I remember coming up. If I stayed the night at my aunt's house, they said good morning. When you hear me say good morning, I got that from my aunt's house. That wasn't something
we have to greet. Good morning, good evening, and good night
in my house. That wasn't a custom in my mom's house. So I really think, and these are two women that grew up in the same house. Yeah. So I really think it's a people thing.
Could it be both?
I agree.
It could be both.
It could be both. So I think it starts with the culture, and then people decide whether or not they want those traditions to carry on to their families.
That's what it is.
Because a lot of people are trying to stray away from when you come in or having your children speak to people. Like if my kid don't want to talk to you, they don't want to talk to you. Like we wasn't raised that way. You come into somebody's house, you are going to speak. There's no ands, if or buts about it. Like it's just manners and respect. You didn't have a choice. This generation is giving their children choices, and I feel like that is a lot of reasons why our society is going the way it is, but that's another conversation for another day. Let's say the cultural things. And I think that's another reason why for culturals and not straying too far from the topic of remaining kind of close to cultures and why you will or will not
friends in relationships
stray from your cultural differences, how they make or break relationships. I feel like a lot of...
See, I only want Americans. I don't want any West Indians.
I feel like
I'm like I don't really know what y'all gonna play some games,
and that's the thing because I
feel like I don't know because I was an American,
born and raised in America.
I can see through everything,
and I know how things are here.
How's that working out for you?
I know, right? Maybe I do need a West Indian. Shit.
You will set yourself up for heartache fast.
I know. That's why I always
I fed up.
Let me tell you
something.
No, that is not.
They're so sweet.
She said what she said. She said what she said.
They're kryptonite. I cannot even lie. I'm a glutton for punishment. They all are.
No, because a lot of us were raised by the same dude, so we learn. Like,
You're right. We were raised by the same dude. Daddy was
you
a
know why I
Rolling
don't cheat on my
Stone.
wife? Like this is. I'm gonna tell you. This is why I don't want to cheat on my wife. This is the big secret. Because one of my biggest fears is ending up like my dad. Like go live. He's like a life coach somewhere in California. Like I don't even know what he's doing. Right? Like don't fuck up a relationship. Like if you're in one, don't fuck it up. That shit's precious, bro. Like having a team member, that's crazy.
This is true. So a quick example as to why I say like culturally, I don't know if I do well with Caribbean men because my ex-husband, he has said to me one time, the reason why I don't listen to him is because I make my own money. So I was like,
well, you got yours from the root.
I know he was a bushman.
Yeah,
right. He was Caribbean. Yeah. He wanted me barefoot and pregnant, and I was like, no. No, but seriously, culturally, like when he said that, I looked at the phone like, what? Did you just say that out loud? I don't listen to you because I make my own money. I don't listen to you because you sound stupid. It has nothing to do with the fact that I make my own money. So I think for dealing with sometimes with Caribbean men, they have the idea that you're supposed to just subject to everything they say and do, and all they have to do is work and make money. I can't say that if other cultures are that way because I haven't experienced men from those cultures. But is that what it's like all around?
That's why I don't want a West Indian.
Yo, I hear the same stuff from women of all different colors and cultures.
Really? That they have that same experience once they make money?
I believe that.
Cultures, it comes down to religion.
Yeah, that's what I feel like a lot of that comes down to.
Oh, you think religion plays a big part too?
Religion, yeah, but also like our idea of masculinity. You know what I mean? Like some of our ideas that are rooted in that. You know what I mean? So I think that's true.
So
I just realized I've only dated West Indian men.
See?
Damn right.
That's all I've ever... because I don't know. And then the ones that I've tried that weren't Caribbean.
Can I add?
Right.
None.
The ones that weren't... And the ones that I attempted to that weren't Caribbean, we had so many disagreements because of the cultural differences. Like, I don't mind if you dance with somebody, but there's a level of respect how you dance with the person when you're in a relationship. Culturally, I don't see taking a chip as something bad, but if I don't know if this is how it would be, but if I feel like if I took a Black American boyfriend to a fete and a man came to chip or take a wine, there might be a fight.
So it's a people thing.
You think it's a people thing?
I truly.
So this is what I'm saying. Like I would like to have the feedback on that because I
see a West Indian man still being upset.
Really?
Absolutely. Because the way you move.
But see, there's a level of how I dance with people if I'm in a relationship. There's a chip and then there's a wine.
Okay.
There's levels.
I still see it. Can see.
I haven't had that problem with the Caribbean.
It depends on the Caribbean man.
That's why she just said. She said it's a people thing.
But if he grew up, like I grew up. If you grew up in Juve, Carnival, Fettin, if your people's are DJs and you know what I mean, that's the culture you grew up in. It shouldn't bother you.
If he's abusive, it will.
Yeah, but that's a whole nother type of situation.
Right, that's a whole situation.
It could bother somebody. It could. She's right. I think it's a people thing.
I agree with Nedja.
But at the same time, it does depend on the person because I know some American dudes that have no problem with that. You know what I mean?
They love to see that.
I'm telling you, they love what's like. Yo, and that's the thing too. You should be attracted to something that's different.
I have one homeboy.
Yeah.
He sending me videos and be like, rate the hips.
Rate the hips.
Different, right?
I might want to play that game too. Yeah. I like rating the hips.
Yeah, what would Indian do? You know, I'm gonna do that for you.
Some might, if you're their friend. That's the difference. If you're their friend, they would. When you're their partner, they look at it differently and they won't.
No, but just different. You find.
I want to still watch a whining waist with my man. Mm-hmm. Like I want to be able to be like, babe, look at that. Mm-hmm.
Do
you see that?
You should chill with him.
So you feel like you can't do that with an American?
I didn't say I couldn't. I did not say I couldn't. I said I haven't been able to experience that as yet.
What I say is, people should, if it's in a relationship, one should be able to handle what they can dish.
I agree. Mm-hmm. I agree, because what's good for the goose is good for the gander. Mm-hmm. So you could take a chip, but don't be daggering her having a child on the dance floor.
Well, nobody wants to dagger whether they're single.
I have a problem.
Some people like daggering. I absolutely hate it.
I don't like daggering.
I hate the dagger.
I used to be single during the fete.
Listen, you and your wife
on camera. You cannot have no rules at a fete. Nah. Like,
I agree.
How can you do that?
No, you can have rules. You just can't be making no babies. You can't be having no fat babies on the floor, on the dance floor. You can't disrespect your partner.
You know, see, this is different. You know what to do and what not to do as a couple. As a couple, you know what to do and what not to do. Like, I'm not going to grab somebody's coochie or excuse my language. I'm not going to grab somebody's
grab them by their pussy like Trump did.
So if I know that I'm not going to do that and I'm sitting up here, she's pushing back on me, trying to break me, I know that, all right, she ain't going to get me, so I'm going to get her back. Oh, you know what I mean? That's part of it. It's like a challenge.
It's supposed to be a challenge. That's exactly what it's supposed to be. Some people take it a little further, though. But anyway, Harvey already gave us the 10-minute signal like 35 minutes ago.
Girl.
Dang.
So,
This is good
do you have
conversation.
anyone that you want to shout out while you were here with us, Rambo?
I want to shout y'all out.
Oh,
I want to shout out my people in
hear this anomaly.
Gunshots.
We don't
Anomaly.
even remember our names though. So how you want to shout us out?
He do
y'all
remember.
because y'all 3 strong women trying to make something happen for yourself.
Hold on.
Something that you could carrying on a legacy that you could pass down. You know, that's brilliant.
Can I tell you something real quick, Rambo?
Go ahead.
I do not look forward to being a strong woman. Please remove that adjective when you describe me. I do not like being strong. I want to be as soft as possible. I do not like this strong role that has been given to us women, black, purple, orange, or green. Y'all women out there that like being strong, go for it, sis. Go be superwoman. I don't like this cape. I want to take it off. Please don't refer to me as a strong woman. I do not like this role. I don't like having to obtain it. I don't like having to wear that title, that role, that hat at all. I absolutely hate being strong. I want to be soft and weak, and I just want to break down and cry all the time because this shit's ghetto. Okay? I mean, I'll take it because to some people it's a compliment, but I really don't like being described as strong.
Can I tell you something real quick? Because you know I'm the friend that's going to check my friends when they need to be in the mirror
Wow.
fixing themselves.
I don't.
Ma'am, if you were not a strong woman, look around.
I didn't say I wasn't. I just said I don't like to be.
Exactly. You said you want to take the title away. You don't want to be a strong woman. You want to be soft. However, look around you. Go take a peek in the mirror. Imagine if you weren't a strong woman and you were soft and crying in the goddamn corner. We wouldn't be here recording, okay? So
fine, duality, because I do both. I'm still gonna cry in the corner. I'm still gonna ball down the place when I'm by myself. I'm still gonna cry.
I'm gonna need you to appreciate your strength. I'm gonna need you to tighten your cape a little bit tighter because we have additional goals to meet.
That's right.
You're not going to get to them goals with weak legs.
Don't look at me. Because she's saying what I would have said, so don't look at me. You sat there and had that whole, I want to be.
I don't want to be.
Fucking tears, okay?
I don't want to be.
A strong woman is the woman that's going to build the boat and fucking canoe her way through her tears. Okay?
And you got help.
Exactly.
You're right. I do have a great tribe.
I was talking to my wife the other day, and I looked at her. I was like, listen.
I love your wife.
I got a dope friend group. I love my bros. And I don't know a lot of women that got a friend group like y'all got. Like,
let me tell you
y'all are
something.
Tight. You're good.
My circle of friends is amazing. I absolutely love my friends. I love my friends. I know we're about to end the show, but I don't know how they say black women can't be friends. We are going to end. We're going to end on this note too, because I have definitely come to learn that I am living what people say is not true. Black women can be friends. Black women can empower one another. Black women definitely can cheer each other on even when we aren't winning in that moment. We definitely know how to be going through something and cheer on our sister friend, like genuinely. I don't know how so many people, I do know how a lot of people are coming across toxic friendships, but I don't have that. And trust me, believe me, when I tell you it's real, it is obtainable. It is sustainable. I've had these friends for a really, really, really long time. We've grown together. We've cried together. We've experienced breakups, divorces, deaths, births, name it. We've experienced it all together. And people probably don't even know, and they're not supposed to, because that's what a tight circle does. You keep your circle tight. There's no weak links in this group. Sometimes hard conversations are hard to have, but damn it, we do it. The friendships that we have, it's not a walk in the park. We put in the work. We put in the effort for us to have the friendships that we have. So with that being said, all you people out there that feel like you don't have a friend, maybe you should start looking within yourself, because maybe you're the person as to why you don't have good friends around you. Peace, love, and light. The end of the year is coming. We will see you at the live show December 16th at Levi's. And tell a friend to tell a friend that we just want to talk.
Levi's is in the hood, but it ain't like Waterbury.
Panda.